Study finds cannabis compounds prevent infection by COVID-19 virus.
Here's a summary of the article.
Compounds in cannabis can prevent infection from the virus that causes COVID-19 by blocking its entry into cells, according to a study published this week by researchers affiliated with Oregon State University. By binding to the spike protein, the compounds can prevent the virus from entering cells and causing infection, potentially offering new avenues to prevent and treat the disease. Orally bioavailable and with a long history of safe human use, these cannabinoids, isolated or in hemp extracts, have the potential to prevent as well as treat infection by SARS-CoV-2, the researchers wrote in an abstract of the study. More for you. Van Bremen added that CBDA and CBGA blocked the action of emerging variants of the virus that causes COVID-19, saying that, our research showed the hemp compounds were equally effective against variants of SARS-CoV-2, including variant B1.1.7, which was first detected in the United Kingdom, and variant B1.351, first detected in South Africa. In addition to the spike protein, SARS-CoV-2 has 3 more structural proteins as well as 16 non-structural proteins and several compounds Van Bremen characterized as accessory proteins, all of which are potential targets for drugs developed to prevent COVID-19. That means cell entry inhibitors, like the acids from hemp, could be used to prevent SARS-CoV-2 infection and also to shorten infections by preventing virus particles from infecting human cells. They bind to the spike proteins so those proteins can't bind to the ACE2 enzyme, which is abundant on the outer membrane of endothelial cells in the lungs and other organs. Although further research is needed, Van Bremen noted that study shows the cannabinoids could be developed into drugs to prevent or treat COVID-19.
This post received a score of 8,100, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
COVID walks into your body and can't remember what it came in for.
This study was conducted by Tegrity Farms.
He fucks that pangolin in every single timeline.
Honestly feel sorry for the pangolin you got fucked by Randy Maas. My condolences.
Yeah, but that means the pangolin also got to hook up with famous pop musician Lorde.
This article by Forbes is missing so much key information. Such as this has only been proven in a test tube. The test was performed in vitro, not through smoking or orally. The article does not say that the cannabinoids would be able to be taken orally to fight COVID. It says that because these compounds can be taken orally and have been proven to be safe, they have justification to continue their research in the hopes that eventually they would have a treatment that can be taken orally. Edit. Combined work of lead researcher from OSU and additional researchers from OSU.
I volunteer for research.
I'll do it unpaid. Just inject it straight to my testicles.
High as balls.
I'm stoned off my balls. Randy Marsh.
I give it 12 to 24 hours before the first "weed cures COVID" articles pop up. I guarantee you they're already in full circulation all over Facebook.
I thought that they're still focusing on the piss drinking.
I'm sure they can multitask.
I've been building one hell of an immunity to COVID over the past few years then.
I'm not saying it was the weed. I think this story is hokey. But when I did get COVID, it was barely the sniffles.
I'd consider myself a reefer addict and am fully vaccinated. I had COVID in December and it was easily one of the worst sicknesses I've ever had in 37 years.
Sadly, both of your cases are anecdotal. It's why we do studies.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. You're out of your element.
I am the walrus.
In a test tube. Long way to go before South Park is proven correct.
Obligatory XKCD.
This should be the top comment.
Because you too stoned to go out.
It's the Tegrity.
Randy is ahead of his time.
A blunt a day keeps the Rona away.
But who wants to cut back to only one a day?
That's the minimum. You can exceed the basic precautions as is necessary.
I must be a walking antibody.
I haven't been sober since March 2020.
Isn't it around the 650th day of March 2020?
At micromolar concentrations, in cells. Not yet exciting. This is more like, with a couple of years of compound optimization we might be able to make this work. It's sadly not. Weed blocks COVID.
In vitro.
I was going to get COVID-19, but then I got high.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.